Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Now the roof. 54. Line 54.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line?
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Adams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run.
They run on second down with Adams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Here we go. 10-2, Sean. I can't believe they even let you play. Let's go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First down, Panthers.
Down. 30 pace. Let's go. Recon. 132 fight. Check to the car. Let up. Ready.
Back to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This is McCaffrey, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know how we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone? Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Ready? Mike, 50 right there. You can't race, don't travel.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
3-0 after 1. On EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. You're 70 in. Don't say no. Switch. Check 61. Matchbox. Right.
2nd and 3. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Okay, break. 58, come on. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Undercrush.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
50, play. Ready, set, go.
On 2nd down, it's Adams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. A first down carry for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah,
they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Check safety, check safety. Let's go. Ready. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Murray now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
I see you over there.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by one more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. McCaffrey And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Here we go. You're 18 Gator. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.